Donald Trump has repeatedly accused the protesters in LA and, of course, the government of the state of California of somehow disrespecting the troops that Donald Trump possibly illegally sent into the state of California. In fact, on Monday evening, Donald Trump put this post on Truth Social. If they spit, we will hit. This is a statement from the President of the United States concerning the catastrophic Gavin Newsom-inspired riots going on in Los Angeles. The insurrectionists have a tendency to spit in the face of the National Guardsmen/women and others. These patriots are told to accept this. It's just the way life runs. But not in the Trump administration. If they spit, we will hit. And I promise you they will be hit harder than they have ever been hit before. In other words, right, don't disrespect our troops. Gavin Newsom, without wasting a single second, responded to Donald Trump and pointed out that if anybody's disrespecting our troops here in the United States, it's you. Because Newsom posted a photo of where these National Guard troops are having to sleep. And they are sleeping piled upon each other in lobbies of buildings. Why? Because Donald Trump, in his grand military strategy, didn't have the foresight to book these people rooms, to make any kind of accommodation for these people. These 2,000 National Guardsmen and now several hundred members of the Marines didn't make any reservations. Didn't book them hotel rooms. Couldn't even get them into a Motel 6, folks. So they're sleeping on the floors of building lobbies. And Newsom posted that along with this message. He said, quote, "You sent your troops here without fuel, food, water, or a place to sleep. Here they are, being forced to sleep on the floor, piled on top of one another. If anyone is treating our troops disrespectfully, it is you, Donald Trump." Now, of course, because of the Third Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, you can't, force these troops to go sleep in somebody's house or anything. It's one of the amendments that everybody kind of forgets exists, but it kind of exists for a situation exactly like this. The quartering of troops. The government cannot force you to take in these people and let them take over your homes. So they're sleeping on the floor, piled on top of each other. I would say that is pretty damn disrespectful. But that's just the tip of the iceberg with what Donald Trump has done to these individuals. It's not only that the government didn't bother to book them rooms anywhere in a hotel, anything, rent out a big conference room and have everybody at least sleep on carpet. No. They deployed them for 29 days. Okay, 29 days. What does that mean? Well, if the government deploys anybody for 30 days or more, the government is required to give them accommodations, including room, board, and food. By choosing to only do it for 29 days, the government has no responsibility whatsoever to provide these people with room, board, and food, and they cannot be reimbursed for it. So, these troops are not only there sleeping on the floor, if they want food, they have to come out of pocket for it. They got to walk their ass down to McDonald's to have breakfast. And they cannot get reimbursed for it by the government because they strategically deployed them for only 29 days instead of 30 days. And yes, you cannot convince me that was not completely intentional. Newsom is right. These troops are being disrespected, but they're being disrespected by their commander-in-chief. And history tells us, by the way, that typically doesn't bode well for the person in charge of the military. If you mistreat your troops are far less likely to remain loyal to you. So if Donald Trump has grand plans a few years from now of carrying out an insurrection to stay in office, just remember that he's already pissing off the members of the military and treating them horribly to the point where their loyalty is likely not going to be enough to keep them on his side. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.